got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. We knew coming in that they wanted to push the ball down the field, and they waste no time getting at it.
Yeah, and I love that, man. I love being aggressive early, setting a tone, sending a message to my team. Listen, we're going to attack down the field. You better be ready for it. This offense comes out, gets the big completion way down the middle of the field.
They'll give it to Peoples. Across the 25. Maybe some room here. He is in! Touchdown, Penn State!
Talking to the coaching staff coming into this game, they said explosive plays are going to be big for us. When we get our opportunities, we got to be able to hit on them, and you saw one right there that time, doing it on the ground on the opening drive of the game. That just shows you this offense, they are locked in and in tune and on the same page early.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he finished things off by racing 37 yards to the end zone. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Snap it to the back. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Williams looking for a man. Complete on the left to Williams.
And that's the look in man coverage you can throw the hitch route against, right? When the receiver's got a little bit of access, so he's got some room to work with. Against press, you're risking a pick 6. So good decision there by the Q, knowing that was a good one to throw in there.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long, containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically.
Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
Well, give the defense credit on that one, because they knew coming into this one, if they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways, they were ready for the screen there, and they created a negative play.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield. It's Peoples. Oh, he's got some space. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had his second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him. B, getting it to him quick.
Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Grab behind the line. It's Moss.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Williams. Under fire. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Fourth down, Williams. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium's expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
Direct snap. Makes it past the marker. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Here's Williams to throw. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
That's a really good-looking throw right there, and that was a tight spiral, too. You guys remember the great Washington Husky quarterback Warren Moon? I don't think anybody threw a more pretty ball than Warren Moon did. Tightest spiral I've ever seen. That right there reminded me of old number 1.
The Huskies have it with a 1st and 10. Williams will pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
Williams. Punts it out of the air. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he's in! Touchdown, Husky! much needed life from this offense as they tried to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down, you got to make plays, you got to get your team back in it. Great start, keep chipping away.
And the extra point is good. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. One final play before the end of the quarter. Got the quick completion. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. The Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Here's a gift to Peoples. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
You know, the runner has to have a little bit more patience, bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Dropping back, it's Beck. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
It'll be third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. It's complete to the left. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The Nittany Lions will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Throwing, Williams. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll run it. It's Peoples. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
He'll bring it out. It's Washington. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Washington, 13.
I don't know what this says about trusting your defense, but they're going for an early onside kick down 1 possession. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half.
Set to kick this one off.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll run for it. It's Peoples. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Now on second down. Back to pass, it's Beck. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down, but when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
They'll run out of the gun, James Peoples. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
The Nittany Lions now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Here's the pressure. And down he goes.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Going for the big play. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. And all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. They know how dangerous this guy is after the catch, and boy, oh boy, they set their hair on fire and caused a wreck on that hit.
They sure did. You got to be careful, too, because they sold out on that hit, and if they missed, that tight end was going to be able to advance the football, but boy, oh boy, this defense playing physical.
Williams. Right on the money. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Man, these in-breaking routes are so hard from these slot guys because you're so worried about them flying up the field vertically. Nice job sitting down, breaking in, finding a little hole, making a catch.
There he goes. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Williams looking for a man. Fires left. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. Washington hoping to make this defense bow down in the red zone. Here's Williams to throw. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
It's Williams again. The ball is out behind the line. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That'll cut this lead down to 5.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Beck. He wants to take the top off. He's got it for a big play. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Penn State will spend its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield on first down. Working that left side now. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Bringing the heat. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Georgia taking on the number 16, the Ole Miss Rebels. And it's Georgia coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week.
The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Williams. Looking down the middle. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
That's reeled in. It's Sowell. And he's brought down after a nice game. The Nittany Lions headed quickly to the line. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Peoples. Might have a chance. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. Here's Peoples one more time. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they take it in for 6 more points. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you scored. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Forced out of the pocket. Fires to the right. Got his man downfield. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24. And this defense, its head is spinning.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of hole. Defense still giving up points in the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You got to continue to be a...
Throws toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Husky. The AT unit on the field. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. Fielded in the end zone, it's Wallace. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. We saw it on that last play.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? Stepping to the right. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. And the Nittany Lions will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin them deep. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Throwing, Williams. Caught by Williams on the left. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. They'll send the back in motion. Williams will pass. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
They'll go with a direct snap. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense.
Well, the offense is trying to get physical. They're pulling the backside guard on that play. He completely whiffs, though, and misses his block, and as a result, it's a negative play.
Washington trying to convert this 4th down. Williams to throw for it on 4th. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Peoples again. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And it's not a surprise so far in how this game is unfolding. Like, they're going to continue to feature this dude. Like, third downs, get him the football. Shoot, first downs, you're going to get him the football. Had a good start to this football game, and I expect we're going to continue to hear his name over and over in this one.
That's caught. It's Sowell. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. The Nittany Lions are in the hurry-up. Run inside. It's Martin. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Trying to beat the D deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Oh, that is a throw that is just going to haunt this quarterback. He had his target wide open running deep. That should be a touchdown, but the QB overthrew him. That is going to haunt this quarterback tonight.
Looking for room, it's Martin. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Beck. Fires to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Nittany Lions line up to punt it away. And he's going to have to drive this ball into the teeth of the wind. And he'd hoped to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. Front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Handoff to the lone back. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Just feeds the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short. Teams want to make their move in the rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Williams. Oh, they're after him. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him. You try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
The Nittany Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. Gonna run it. It's Martin. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The give to the back. There's a crease. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Penn State. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. He's going to get a property tax bill in the end zone because this guy is spending a lot of time there. He might start taking aim at some of those Nittany Lion touchdown records.
Yeah, and those are some records. I mean, you start talking about Larry Johnson and Saquon Barkley and all the Kajana Carter going back. I mean, so many great running backs at Penn State. To be on that list, to be talked about in that vein, I think you're having yourself a day.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Fires on the move. Finds a man in the middle. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Here's Williams to throw. Rushes on him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Williams looking for a man. He'll try to do it himself. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. And the Huskies racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on 1st down.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get...
And it's his 4th interception of the game. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And the defense hasn't made many plays today, but who can make those plays late? And this place got really, really quiet just now. They made the big play. They forced the INT, and now a chance to build on this lead and make this place even quieter.
On the ground, it's Martin. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
To the air on 2nd down. Now adjusting. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. And after that last play, there is a Husky who has yet to get up. Trainer's out having a look at this junior defensive back. Holly Rowe will update us on his condition. After that huge play, right back at him on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. They'll throw it from the red zone. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he's out of bounds just short of the goal line, but are they ever in business now?
Well, the good news on that play is the quarterback was able to scramble and go pick up the 1st down with the lead late in the game. Bad news is, though, you just love them to stay in bounds to get this clock started sooner so you can bleed more of it off. That's just a coachable moment moving forward of having a better understanding of the situation.
Touchdown, Penn State! And the route is on. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
And I think he does a really good job here. Dropping back to pass, surveying the field, sees he's got some open space out wide, dump it to your playmaker. Your running back takes the football. He does the rest. Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the field, making a play.
And he puts through the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Under fire. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Timeout taken here by the Nittany Lions. That'll be their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Using his feet to buy time. Gets rid of it. Got his man on the right. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. The Nittany Lions will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Offense working from the pistol. Here's a give to Washington. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And I think the defense kind of understood what was coming. Back-to-back possessions where this offense threw interceptions, like they're going to want to get the run game going, and they were ready for it. Great job fitting the gaps and making good, solid tackles.
Williams throws to the wideout. Makes a diving catch along the left sideline.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Williams will pass. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. The Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs. Williams to the air again. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through the end, but this is pretty much window dressing. And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. Throwing, Williams. And he makes the catch. It's a deuce.
On that two-point conversion, they spread the field, 5 wide receiver set, trying to create some windows to throw into, and they come away with a beautiful-looking, schemed-up two-point conversion.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Running inside, it's Martin. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. The Nittany Lions in the hurry-up.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Williams buys a little time with his feet. Trying to make magic with his feet. Still on his feet at the 45. Breaks into the open. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Huskies. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
Washington, 37. Number 93, set to kick it off.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Wallace. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. Washington stops the clock and uses its first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to the well. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Timeout called by the Huskies. That's their second. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Turns it on in midfield. He's got the first down, and they'll be able to run it out from here.
Man, that dude has some jets. They run the replay, forget handing the football off. He takes off, and he is a running back in open field, chewing up.
And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Takes it the other way.
And you know what? You kind of deserve that. Late in the game where you could run the clock out, still throwing the football all over the yard. Now this game, it's a long shot. Just gave him a little bit of hope.
They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Here's Williams to throw. Moves around to clear up the vision. He'll pull it down. Got the first down. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Might be changing the route. Williams looking for a man. Escapes the pressure going right. He throws back to the left. That could be risky. He caught it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. Timeout is called by the defense, and 12 seconds remain in the football game. On first and goal, let's see what Washington does. He'll set up to throw. And he's got it. Late touchdown here, but it would take a miracle of Lazarus-like proportions to come back down. So maybe just to make the final score look a little better, they'll go for 2 here. Lipstick on a pig, anybody? Williams into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and now they're down by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Here's the situation. First they have to recover the onside kick, then maybe time for a play or 2. The hands team able to secure that football, and with that, should have secured a victory.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Looking to throw on first down. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he...
Got a little grass. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown.
That is add the insult to injury. Running the football late. Could have taken a knee. Could have ran the clock out. But those stats count. Those stats matter. And this handshake with the coaches might get a little more interesting.
They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals, and it usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go.